decimates everything, blends it well, and, well, or you can be a rational human being or pay $25 and get a blender that, well, it kind of sucks, but it's only $25. And you'll get angry, but you own a blender, and that's good enough. Because blenders, well, they come in two categories. They either are really powerful and will crush the ice and crush whatever you put in there, and don't circulate at all, so you have to open the lid and stick a spoon in your blender and try and circulate it yourself. Or you get a blender that has no power whatsoever, but will, circulate everything and not top everything equally. And see, that's not what people want. What you really want is something that will completely decimate the ice and blend everything fully, because, well, it's a blender. You want it to blend things. This doesn't happen though, but that's what you want. Also, I'm sure you've all seen the movies where, some kid has a blender on, takes off the lid, and, gets a face full of whatever he was trying to blend. Really not that cool, so, well, that's not that good. And since the blender you own probably doesn't circulate things, because like a rational human being, you own one that's $25, you have to take the lid off and, use a spoon to circulate your smoothie. And that doesn't fit well together, because either you circulate your smoothie and get a smoothie, or you take the lid off and get a smoothie, but also a face full of smoothie. It's just not that cool. Also, have you ever talked to someone while using a blender? Because you can't. Blenders are loud. And I mean really loud. The motors, you cannot hear over them because factories are too cheap to, put in insulation, because that costs maybe a tenth of a penny. That's way too much. And, those are my problems with blenders, and someone should fix those.
As you just heard, people have issues with blenders. So I'm going to tell you how we fix those problems. First problem, when you take the lid off to stir whatever it is you're blending, stuff flies up in your face. So what we've done is we've installed a sensor. It's a pressure sensor, so when you put pressure on it, by the lid, it'll tell the computer chip whether or not the lid is on, and once it's on, it'll let you activate the blade. And so, if you get this and put it on, you've got all your stuff in there and you're ready to blend, you go to push the button and nothing happens, so you're not really confused and just forget about the lid completely. We've installed this really annoying flashing red light to tell you, hey, your lid's not on. Okay, and so you don't have to take the lid off at all to stir it. We've created this lovely spoon contraption. See, we've attached it to this little motor that'll rotate the spoon back and forth just enough to go through the hole. And since we had to, cut a hole in the lid, we also attached this plastic sheet to keep stuff from flying up through there. And then we have these to counterweight the spoon so it's not off balance. Now I'm just going to show you all how it works. You put the lid on. See, it's putting pressure, and see the spoon's automatically going, and the flashing light went off, and now I can push the power button and the blade goes. See? That easy. And that is how we fix a blender.